What's going on, y'all? It's a Huntsville homeboy, Big Wayne, DIESE to the L, reporting live as I do, as I love to do. But anyway, so check it out. I was sitting there watching the games yesterday, the Boston Celtics Timberwolves game, and I heard, Chauncey Billups, Jalen Rose, whatever the chick's name is, Paul Pierce, all them. They sitting there chopping up, just talking basketball talk, chopping it up. And they made the comment about, it's a guard league. So I'm just like, no, it's not. I just hadn't. I kind of bought into sip some of that guard Kool-Aid for a little bit, but then I got to think like, wait a minute, no, it ain't, not really. Like I can't think of the last time the best player in the NBA has been a guard. That was probably what, Magic. Don't give me Steph Curry, because Steph Curry, he was hot for a little bit, but LeBron was still the best person in the league, and and even there, but so even now I'm thinking top five. In no real order. You got LeBron, KD, Kawhi, Anthony Davis. That's four right there, and maybe five. What, James Harden or Giannis, depending on how you feel about him. You know what I mean? So, and I'm at six, and I don't got a point guard. I guess James Harden's like a shooting guard, but shooting guards are different. They're like them wing type players. They're a little different. And then I got to thinking like, guards they can't really move the needle. Not really, not like that. Steph Curry is like a once in a lifetime type player, but that's one guy, and he's not even the best. He ain't even he the most important, but he ain't the best one. But anyway, I was sitting there looking, so I got to think about this whole guard league. It's a guard league thing. So here's what I did. I took the top five. I took the top five teams in the East, top five teams in the West. Okay, and check it out. Out of all them teams, all right, out of all them teams, that's 10 teams. 5 from the East, 5 from the West. Only 4 guards, 2-point guards. If we got to break it down, like we got in the East top seed in the East, we got Bucks, that's Giannis. Then 2, you got Toronto, Kawhi, their best player. 3, the Pacers, Victor Oladipo, he a 2 guard, but he play on the wing, like a wing type player. Okay, Sixers, Joel Embiid. I don't want to hear Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. Then you got the Celtics, finally, Uncle Drew. Okay, who's hurt right now, but still, that's their best player. Okay, then in the West, you got Jokic. Big man. Golden State, KD the best player. OKC, Paul George. I don't want to hear. Paul George is the best player in Oklahoma City. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. And that's the end of that. Okay. 3, James Harden. Again, wing player type. Wing type. And then Portland, Damian Lillard, another point guard. Okay, so out of that, I gave you 2 point guards. So I'm just like, moving the needle. How is a point guard? A point guard's not. They're important, but you can win without one. And then I think throughout history, when has it ever been a point guard league? Because even back in the day, it was driven by the centers. And then I guess the 80s, you had Magic, and Isaiah, so you had them 2. So I'm just like, and then I think about all the teams, historic teams. Out of all them historic teams, I could think of only 2 that's been point guard driven. And that's, the Showtime Lakers, well, I guess 3. The Showtime Lakers, because Magic drove that. Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boys. And that Golden State Warriors, them 3 anomalies over 3 different generations. So it's not a guard league. Those are 3 different teams. Otherwise, you need LeBron James. Somebody that play on the wing or a big man. Speaking of big man, in which, I don't know if y'all realize this, but let's peep game. So, we got Joel Embiid. We got Nikola Jokic. We got Rudy Gobert. We got Porzingis when he's healthy. We got Karl Anthony Towns. We got Al Horford still doing big things out there. That's 6. I got to hold the phone. Otherwise, I do that. And then you got I'm forgetting one. Oh, Big Cousin. Big Cousin when he come back. That's 7. I named 7 players. So what I'm saying is, now I'm sure you're asking yourself, Diesel, why are you naming all these big players? Oh, 8, Anthony Davis. I don't know how I forgot that. And so what am I trying to say? Big men are coming back. Big men are coming back. I just gave you 8 right there off the top. And there might be more coming. And then even if you think about that, the draft, they always go for size. Everybody was talking about Trae Young. He gonna be cool in college. But look what happened. Who they draft first? They drafted DeAndre Ayton, a center. Oh, okay, okay. Oh. Betrayers. Oh, well, what they do after? Dallas. They traded Trae Young away to get Luka. Now you ask them, how's Luka doing? How's Trae doing? Now Trae doing all right, but he ain't shading up like Luka. And Luka, small forward. So what I'm thinking is, your wing players are really the ones that push the envelope. Them wing players, like a shooting guard, small forward type player. So I'm not trying to really hit this guard thing, because if you try to build your team around guard, look at the team that's built around guards. Do we need to talk about the Washington Wizards? You gonna do that right now? What about how about the Hornets? And I like Kemba. I like Kemba. But I'm just talking about, everybody keep telling me it's a guard league. But I'm looking at John Wall, and I'm looking at Kemba Walker, and I'm looking at who else out there, point guards. I'm just trying to think point guard driven. I don't got nobody. I don't got nobody. Like my boy Q would say, crickets. Crickets. And even when Westbrook was there by himself, he got triple doubles, but it didn't result in wins. They don't building your team around a point guard doesn't translate to championship basketball. Outside of them three anomalies, that's it. And no team you can tell me is gonna win it all this year is gonna be built around a point guard. The Lakers ain't built around a point guard, unless Boston. So. Damn, I done put myself in a conundrum, because I've been hollering about Boston. But they deep. So there's an exception to every rule. But they're not. They finna break it. But anyway. But yeah. It's a guard league. But it's not. It's not a guard league. Your bigs is where it's at. Your bigs and your forwards on the wing where it's at. Yeah, I know I picked Boston. But that's because of the depth, not because of Kyrie. Because they've been winning without Kyrie. And, Kyrie was hurt, and they won again yesterday. So I'm picking Boston because of the depth, and you got a closer. But historically, it's not a guard league. And even if you take Boston, that's one team. That's one team. So that's all I got on this. I just disagree about this narrative about it being a guard league. What y'all chime in? What y'all think? I might be right. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm just calling it how I see it. Y'all be cool. Love, peace, Afro Grease. Yeah.